Hi, everybody. It's Mia. Welcome to ESL 56. This week's topic is personal information. So, we are going to talk about our lives, starting with childhood and into adulthood. We will practice perfect tenses, simple past, past continuous, and hopefully learn some new phrases that will allow you to be comfortable talking about how you grew up, and we'll check out some videos and, of course, do some reading and writing and hopefully have fun and such. Okay, thanks. See ya. Hello, everybody. Welcome to ESL 56 online. Let's look at personal info and life information this week, shall we? We are going to be looking at present perfect, excuse me, simple past, past continuous, again, some phrases and expressions about growing up. And hopefully, whether you are in class or at home, you might like to practice some conversations that we have within the piece that have to do with talking about how you grew up. Okay, let's continue with our brief overview. So, some questions to think about. How would you describe your childhood? What kinds of things did you do? Do you have a favorite memory? I have lots of favorite memories about childhood, I will say. um, yeah, good times. Okay, so childhood is a noun. An example would be my childhood was great, or maybe your childhood was not. And if not, I hope adulthood has been much better for you. So we have childhood and adulthood. They're both nouns, obviously, mean two different things. One is the early part of your life, and the other is the rest of it, basically. All right, let's keep going. Please feel free to read this in your own time. I'll just give you a few examples of past continuous. When I was growing up, we spent a lot of time outside. Okay, here we have ED, right? So what does that tell us? Simple past. Yes. But here we have stayed, right? I have stayed close with my friends from my childhood. So here we are dealing with a perfect tense. Can you write 3 sentences using all 3 tenses describing your childhood and young adulthood experiences? Okay. An example paragraph. We have Moises and Claudia. So we won't read all of this. You can read this on your own time, but I hope that you do notice that we use different ways of talking about growing up. So here we have the past, as I grew up. Let's see. And then better off is an expression, meaning usually in a healthier situation or you have more money. When they were growing up, okay, lived off the land, another phrase that basically means you grow your own food. You live simply. Then maybe you know these vocabulary words, or maybe you don't, but there's strict and overprotective might be adjectives to describe some people's parents, or maybe your style of parenting, whereas some others might be much more open and relaxed or laid back. Okay, so I'll let you read that in your own time. Let's keep going. Some questions. How about your 20s? We often talk about different eras of our life, and the 20s are a fun one for most of us to talk about. Maybe you're in your 20s. How about your 20s? Were or are they fun? Or are they difficult? How did you grow up? Did you have strict parents? Were you active and social, or shy and inside a lot? Focused and driven, or more laid back? Had it together, or a little clueless? I think I had some things together and then was clueless about a lot of other things. So in that way, maybe not much has changed because I feel like that's a lifelong learning process. Um, okay, a person's 20s are the period in which they are aged between 20 and 29. For example, I guess she's in her 20s. The 20s. Let's continue. Um, just some examples of saying things about the 20s, like my 20s were great. I finished school in my 20s. My 20s were not my golden years. Meaning they were not great. And I just put this picture of David Bowie in here because he has a song called Golden Years. I thought some of you might know it. I like this one. I wish I knew then what I know now, right? Always. Okay, there's a lot of these, so I'll let you take your own time to read them, but we'll go over a few phrases. Spring chicken means, you're not so young anymore, which is okay. But anyway, it is an expression, spring chicken. Let's see. Grow on me. Let's look at that one. When something grows on you, it means you start to like it. So maybe you didn't like it at first, but you're starting to like it now. Grow from means you mature or you get wisdom from something. So perhaps you grow from a relationship, whether it be a positive or negative one, in different ways, right? You learn something. Okay, fill in the blank. Let's go over this for a bit, or let's do a few of them together. He's not old, but he's not a suggested answer. Spring chicken either. Okay, and let's just go straight to the fourth one, and then you please look at the others on your own time. I had a really good, say, upbringing. My parents were very supportive and fun-loving. Okay, great. Let's keep moving. End of class. What did we learn? What did we learn? Hopefully we learned a few things together. I don't want to grow up. Do you? No, I don't. But I guess I'm already there. Oh, so gonna leave this part with my favorite quote, which you might know as well, by Picasso, the artist, which says, "Every child is an artist. The problem is how to remain an artist once he grows up." Right. Okay, and just for fun, if you want to check out these videos, you might enjoy them. There's some interviews and just fun little flicks to click on if you like. Okay, that's it, everybody. Thanks very much. Have a lovely day. Bye.